back, baby. Welcome back to another episode of the BPM podcast. Yours truly, the Back Porch Mexican. I'm sorry I've been long gone for a while, but shit got crazy. The Ukraine started bombing people, and finally white people are fighting white people. What are you talking about, Carlos? Oh no, the war. Everybody's worried about the war. How about the fucking gas prices? How about we worry about that first? The gas prices. We need to worry about the gas prices. Listen, welcome back to another episode. Um, I know I've been long gone for a while, but I never quit. I'm a good old American boy, and it's been a crazy couple weeks. I know I was supposed to be recording every once a week, but your boy ain't got no time. Literally, it's just been busy. I've been busy, and I ain't want no recording because I ain't got no time. But I'm back. Welcome back to another episode. I don't know what episode is this. I think it's 48, 49, 50, 51. Who knows? But thank you for listening. If you haven't followed me yet, everything under the Back Porch Mexican, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Go follow, like, share, subscribe because, you got to help a brother out. Why not? It's free. It don't bother you. And I give you a point of view from a crazy person. Basically, I got a couple things I want to get off my chest right away. But first, salud. A lot's been going on lately. And I've acknowledged that I need to address a couple things. First of all, I don't care about the Ukraine. I don't care about Russia. I care about my little nest. That's it. My little nest. Excuse me. And that's it. Because at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. The world's still going to spin the same way. Right? So I don't waste my what the fuck? My energy on nonsense that I can't control. And we all should start doing that. I can't control the Ukraine getting bombed. I can't there's nothing I can say or do to make it stop. No one if we all get together, Carlos, and we can strike and do no, we cannot, okay? Putin is crazy and you know it. And we all known this before. So calm your tits. I'm with the Ukraine, okay? I got yellow teeth and blue balls. But everybody is so upset and like they talk about it. And can you believe what's going on if the World War III would happen? Well, guess what? Guess what? We all gonna die eventually. We all gonna fucking die. So there's no point of me worrying about something that I can't control. And most of us, I don't know what's going on today. Just burping like a crazy. Most of us worry about things that we're not supposed to be worrying about. Is your grandma okay? Is your wife okay? Are your kids taken care of? Oh no, right? You gotta make it seem like you support the Ukraine. You gotta make us. I'm not against any other. I don't support anybody but myself. I can barely support myself. How the fuck am I supposed to support anybody else? I can barely take it. Like, listen, that's the reason number one why I don't have a pet. I can't care for it. I don't have the time nor the energy. And some people can say, well, a pet brings joy to your life. Well, I don't have time for joy. It's fucking balls to the walls every day you wake up. No matter what you do, no matter how you make a living, it's balls to the walls every time you wake up. Plain and simple. And I'm trying not to be rude when people bring up anything that has to do with political issues. I don't bring anything political around me. I don't bring anything religious around me because I know that that triggers people. People that have nothing else to do that other than just you know, pretend that they care about things. You really care that much? No, you don't. And at the end of the day, we all don't really care. We just want to seem like we care because it's a cool thing to do. You want to be accepted. You want to be part of the club, you know. I stand with vegans and animal cruelty and blah blah blah. Yeah, I get it. We all want to be a part of. I want to be a part of the. I want to start a new club, the Lonely Club, where it's just you and nobody else. Whatever goes in your head, it goes on in your head. You don't tell anybody. Anybody. Hence, I'm telling you how I feel about things. So, welcome to the club, the crazy club. Have you ever? Let me finish this point up before I go into the next thing. Because the brain is, it wants to go. Once I start talking, it's hard. Oh, look at that, heartbroken. It's hard for me to reel myself back in. So, should we, as a country, worry about what's going on outside? Yes. Is that your job? No. That's why we have elected officials. They're supposed to air quotes know what they're doing. Maybe they don't. It's a hard task at hand, and we just send them what $400 billion or some shit like that. But yet we still have a lot of homeless. I know I'm a fucking broken record when it comes to homeless, but someone has to bring light to the. A lot of people have brought light to the issue of homelessness. Um, it's a lifestyle. I was told that it's a lifestyle. It's not like you choose to be homeless. It's just like, hey, I don't want to pay bills. Fuck it, let's go around. I'm kidding, but should you be really focused on the Ukraine Russia war? You shouldn't. There's nothing you could say on Twitter. There's nothing you could say on any platform that's going to change the outcome of this battle. People are going to die left and right, and that's going to be nonstop. I don't think we ever had a period of time where there was nobody fighting. That's us. We're humans. We're supposed to fight, right? So where it gets me, it's like where kids are dying. That really gets to me. As a parent, that gets to me because I understand that we have differences between each other. Yeah, but kids are not supposed to be involved. They're not supposed to be harmed in the actions of human beings, and sometimes they do, and sometimes it's part of the beast that is so-called war, right? But yet again, people are making tons of money from war, and that's not a, a new fact. We know that people make money from supplying weapons, supplying goods, supplying whatever. So if there's war, there's people making money. Is the war legit? Who knows? I don't know. Nobody knows. Well, Russia shouldn't invade. Listen, I have a strong opinion about invasions. Spain invaded Mexico. They ripped us apart. They instilled in us their religion, their language, and that's why we're Mexicans. Now, we're not Mexicans because we're mixed with Spain, but we're Mexicans because we're from Mexico. Regardless of if you are a criollo, right? You know that means like a mix between a Mexican and a Spaniard. Um, I think I don't know. I might be a little tipsy on this, but hey, here you go. Um, I don't have a dislike for Spain per se, but I have a dislike on what they did to our people. Not me, but to our people in the look for spices. Like, we're looking for pepper and paprika. Let's go fucking sail the seven seas. Bullshit. We're looking for pussy. 100%. Ain't nobody going. They don't even use spices. White people don't use spices. But should have Russia invaded the Ukraine? Big deal. Yeah. Everybody's up in arms. But once, for once in history, white people are fighting each other. And it hasn't been seen in a long time. Usually white people fight other people. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even watch the news. I just go for, I go, maybe this is my mistake that I go by what people tell me and I tend to believe them because I guess it's the good, is the good in me that wants to believe everything they say. I want to hold people, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But in those little information pieces, they throw in their how they really feel. So maybe I should stop doing that. But this is never gonna stop. So forget about that. Ain't gonna the water bill's still gonna come in, regardless of you standing with the Ukraine. And I'm not against you standing with the Ukraine or Russia. I love vodka. So if you stop Russia from producing vodka, it's gonna be a problem. But lately I've been drinking a lot of whiskey. Not so much vodka. Which brings me to something I want to try. I want to try sober June. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I I like to enjoy a beer a night. One beer every night after work, and maybe a whiskey. Just one, like five fingers full. Not really, but I want to try to change some stuff around the drinking. Because it's getting a little too much, I think. But that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about myself. If is it selfish? No. You should worry about yourself because it'll trickle down to the people you have around you. It trickles down whether you think it's. This is how I think, honestly. I think sometimes that I have a hard time finding an excuse to treat myself to something good. I have an excuse to say, "Oh, I don't need that. I don't want that." It's it's either not something I really need, but something I really want. I put it off, whether that be a massage or what have you, or everything. When it comes to anything for myself, I guess I'm like still struggling with imposter syndrome. Like sometimes I don't believe that I'm living the life that I'm living. Like, is this really me? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this like there's a lot of self doubt intertwined with how I live my daily life. Do I like it? Fuck no. Do I want to change it? Maybe. But I don't know if it has to do with my what the fuck did I do with my childhood, and I've been trying to figure that out. Is it because I was never given anything as a kid, and I always had to work for it? So I feel like at times, even though I put all of my best effort, all I could say, all I could do as best as possible, and yet still feel unaccomplished and super critical of my own achievements. I find it hard to believe. I find it hard to take credit for something good I did because I don't trust other people's opinions about me when it comes to positive outcomes. When it's negative, it hits like a brick house. It hits like the new kids say it hits different, right? So it's part of like how I don't ever be like, oh, I'm craving a Diet Coke, I'm gonna have one. I stop myself from like saying, oh, you should have one, you had a good day, blah blah blah. You know, some people just go for it and drink it. Some people are just, oh, I'm gonna treat myself to whatever, what have you. Some strangers boogers. I can't just bring myself to treat myself to anything. So, but when it comes to other people, per se, my kids, people that need my help, friends that reach out, no doubt, I go for it. And I guess is that I probably think of myself as a provider, right? I might be wrong about all of this. I might have some other issues at hand that I don't recognize just yet. I'm 35 years old, and I don't feel old, but I've lived a lot. I guess you could say that. I've lived a rough childhood, a rough adulthood, I guess, so I don't want to, and it's crazy because I don't ever hesitate to help people. If you reach out and be like, yo, I need help, I'm 100% there. But when it comes to me asking for help, I find it so hard to like just reach out and say, oh, can you help me out with this? I rather like struggle and figure out a way to do it on my own than to ask for help. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. It probably doesn't, because like I'm finding ways around it where like, oh, I do need help. Ask for help. And I right away I tell myself that and I ask for help. But as before, I would just deal with it on my own. I guess I do take pride in being self-sufficient about a lot of things. Um but not all the things. I guess I'm like a half a momo when it comes to it. If it's like personal, I ain't asking nobody. Nobody. Believe that. But it's probably because I've never had no one to run to, if you could say that. I've never had someone that I could burden them with my problems. I don't want to do that because I don't want nobody burden. I don't want somebody to burden me with their problems, even though sometimes they do, and I have a clear path on how to deal with it. Right? It listening? Is it money? Is it helping you? Is it encouraging? As in you giving you advice? What have you? I do them. But when it comes to me, it's like I'm a lost person. I'm like, what should I do here? I overthink stuff, and instead of this being a podcast, it turns like a fucking blog. I'm talking like a fucking preacher, and I can't stand it sometimes. That's the other thing. I talk a lot, and sometimes I'm like, stop talking, just fucking listen, just listen to them and see what happens. I've tried it, but it doesn't work because I want to put my 2 cents right away. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you how I feel about what you're telling me. And sometimes it rubs people the wrong way. And I'm a big guy. I'm big on, sorry, not a big guy. I'm 5 fucking 6. I'm big on energy reading. I read the room for energy. Do I feel comfortable? Do I feel uncomfortable? Do I feel safe? Do I feel that I can be myself around this group of people? That's what I'm worried about. Not worried about the fucking Russia, Ukraine. Not not even a single bit because I'm still trying to figure out me, who I am as a person. And it's never going to stop because I'm changing every other. I used to like this type of music. I like this type of music. I used to like this thing. Now I like this other thing, and now I don't like that thing. So I'm evolving, and as we all should. And new challenges confront me, and sometimes I'm like a possum. I'm like playing dead, realizing that like I could use what I've learned before and apply to this new thing. A challenge doesn't scare me. You should definitely go follow my YouTube page. That's a weird introduction, right? But what I'm saying is that I've done a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Self searching. A lot of self searching. Who am I as a person? Am I who people think I am, or I'm something else? And this is where it gets a little tricky, right? Because I know who I am to a percentage. I know what I like, I know what I don't like. I know what I want and don't want. I don't want to I don't want to ever be put against the corner and labeled as, "Oh, that's that. He is this way or he's that way." I want to be able to be multi-dimension person, whether that's with family, friends, co-workers, relationships. I want to be able to. I guess that's my problem. I'm trying to please everybody, and I can't please everybody. I'm telling you this as it comes out of my head. This is not something I've thought about before. It just comes out, and it makes me realize things. And this is why I do this for, because it makes me be as truthful as possible while trying to make it entertaining with what I have in me. I can't make stuff up. I can't. I'm not that. I can't. I'm not that savvy to make things on the go. And this is the thing I thought about the other day. Everything I say, everything everyone says, is made up. That's a mind fuck and a half. Everything anyone has ever told me about anything. Some of it's factual because they read it somewhere or they heard of it, but most of the things are made up. Most of the things are made up in our heads and we say it out loud. Tell me that's not crazy. But still, we look for inspiration to other human beings that have made stuff up in their heads, and it sounds good, and we identify with it. And you're like, oh, maybe that's me. I should start following this path, or maybe that's someone. I guess is part of being inspirational. But it's only gonna get worse if you think it's gonna get worse. If you have an outlook at life that things are only getting better, no matter how many speed bumps you hit, you're probably better than you did yesterday. You're probably better than you did a year before. You probably have learned some stuff that you don't know you've learned it until the trigger finds it helpful. How to change a spare tire. So many people don't know how to change a spare tire. It's been quite a roller coaster, trying to figure out what are we supposed to be doing in life. Most of us, or a lot of us, have that self doubt. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? What is my purpose? Forget about all that. Just live your life every day and enjoy it. And you'll find purpose eventually. You'll find what you like, what suits you. And again, I sound like a fucking preacher. But what are we? Did you know? Did you know that okra? Never mind. I was gonna say something about okra that I learned today. Maybe I learned. I listened to somebody say something about okra, but I don't think it's true. I'm gonna have to Google that. Is okra that okra was an accident? No, what was the question? Was okra intentionally brought to the U.S. or was okra a mistake brought to the U.S.? I don't know the answer. They told me something crazy. I don't want to say it because that sounds too crazy. But that's how I essentially feel, not all the time, but often. I feel like daddy be what would have my childhood been different if I had parents? And then I hear stories about parents, and then I'm like, well, probably not. Sometimes I feel lucky that I didn't have parents, which is crazy, right? Everyone's like, oh, I wish I had parents. Sometimes I feel lucky that I didn't have parents, and sometimes I feel like, fuck, maybe I should be, maybe I should feel bad that I didn't have parents, but I don't feel bad at all because that kind of makes me be a better parent. It makes me want to, it's like that thing that people with drunk parents don't even drink. They don't drink at all. They don't touch alcohol. They don't touch drugs because they saw their parents do, and they want to be in themselves. They want to be different than their parents. So maybe, am I the best parent? Not by a not by a far fucking chance. I'm not up there. Do I try my best? 100%. But no one teaches you how to be a parent. No one knows how to be a parent until you have kids. You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't let eat macaroni and cheese 3 times a day. Maybe I shouldn't. That's not gonna fucking. That's not gonna be any good. There's no nutrients. It's like the eagle eggs. They have no nutrients, no powers. You lied to me, Steven. Right? It goes again and again. There's so many conundrums to being a human being. My philosophy is it funny? I can deal with funny. Is it interesting? I can deal with interesting. Is it boring? I can't deal with boring. Fuck out of here. Like when you tell people, "Hey man, how you doing?" and they tell you how you doing. That's not how that question works. If you say, "I'm doing good," and keep it moving, just keep on keeping. That's it. I don't want to hear your problems. If I'm just telling you, "Hey man, how you doing? Have a good day." That's it. That's all I want to hear. What I want to hear back is like, "Oh, you too, man. I'm doing good. Have a great day too." But sorry for the delay of the next episode. Of this episode, not the next episode. I'm trying to do one today and one sometime this week so I can release it on Tuesday or Wednesday, but I don't know. I've been kind of busy. I've been working out a whole lot of hours because your boy has to work for a living. It's not like he's getting paid to do podcasts, which would be amazing if it did, right? But that's all I got for you guys today. So, ta ta. Stay black.